Thank you very much, guys. Leader, the first thing you said to me was, that was a rough one, and yet you got the win, and what a game. Why was it rough, though?
I think we had a bit of too many oopsies in the early games, so it was a bit rough, at least from mid-top perspective, but bot lane got a lead 2v2, so they kind of stabilized it, but it was really rough for me, at least.
Was that because of the LeBlanc?
It was, I mean, he played a good LeBlanc, and it's a good counter into Zed pre-6, especially if our jungler is always showing into top side, which we were trying to gank the Jace. And I think we misplayed, finished 6, so he's not feeling too good today. And apparently there was some misplays happening in top side, and then we got killed again in top side and then it was a bit hard.
So how did you get things back on track?
Obviously, with our bot lane being so far ahead, and actually, honestly, this game is a blur for me. I don't remember anything from this game already. I just know that early was rough, and then we just farmed, and then I was there, and I was here, and then we suddenly won.
What happens to the team then when you're expecting to win and you do have your backs against the wall? Do you go into this flow state that you seem to be describing?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it feels nice to be top 2 at least now. I think we're secure top 2 now.
You have indeed.
Yeah, so that is really, really nice, right? But it's like we win this game and it feels like we can honestly win any game if we win a game like this. Even though it doesn't look so rough from the outside, I would say. It was really, really rough in-game for at least our top side.
Leader, remind me, how many days did you have to practice with the team before you started actually playing officials on stage with them?
I think I actually only had like 10 or 8 days or something, but I was not in the house, neither was Kobe, because he needed a much-needed break, and I wanted to appear into the gaming house as well with him. So like actual proper practice, we had like 5 days or so, I would say.
So given that you only had 5 days, the fact that you have now locked that all-important second spot, I mean, well, you've got to be satisfied.
Of course, it's nice.
I want to ask you as well, we've got teams loading up on stage and Berlin's very excited, but I'm excited to ask you about Young-hoon. Just watching him in team comms, he seems like he's incredibly vocal. Just how instrumental was he for your performance today?
He's one of the leading forces in our drafts, I would say. He's really, really outspoken in draft. He has his own ideas here and there. That's why sometimes drafts can be really, really hectic as well, because one day we agree on something and then the next day he says, what about if we do this? And then it's like, yeah, maybe. And then we like sit more, you know, and keep talking. Obviously, like I look at Young-hoon and both 1-on-3, like as my little brothers. That's how they're acting at least. They're taking criticism really, really well, and they're improving at a rapid pace.
And the both of them, their assists today were instrumental in getting you that #2 spot on the standings. Leader, thank you so much
for talking to us.
Congratulations. We'll see you in the draw show later today.
Thank you.
We are going to head to a short break. But as you can see, we've got 2 teams hungry for another win on stage behind me right now. So who will you be rooting for? Let us know in the chat, and we'll see you after the break. SK or Team Heretics?